Serum Infused Foundation. You have 3 shade choices: light, medium, and deep. Already a customer pick, even though it's brand new. We're doing a sale price because we want everybody to be able to jump in on this at only $29.50, $10 off. It's something originally was $39.50, it's now $29.50. Let's take a look at the before and afters. By the way, I'm doing the light, but I could do the medium. It's super easy. Liz is doing the medium. No, this is such a no-brainer.
The model, it's full coverage, it's instant coverage, but here's what you're gonna love. Now this model's wearing light, so definitely you can use it on your face, your neck, your décolleté. You wanna take it all the way down, but here's the exciting part. If you choose the light, know that it covers 20 skin tones. If you choose the medium, know that it covers 20 different skin tones. If you choose the deep, it covers 20 different skin tones. However, you're not trying to pick 60 different shades. It doesn't matter, by the way, if you are a cool, a warm. Some of you wrote to me and said, Liz, I use 3 different shades in your current foundation, one that's a cool and maybe 2 warms, and you mix things, and it's fascinating to learn about this. But what you're gonna love about this is you get instant full coverage, which Christine is showing you. You're wearing the medium as well. I'm wearing the medium, but it has a blur technology. So she's gonna take some off just to show you. And again, this is instant and full coverage. But here's what you're gonna love. Watch this. So whether you have redness, whether you have any kind of discoloration, maybe you have sunspots, whatever the case may be. Now, watch this. Boom, full coverage. Because of the blur technology, so for those of us, again, over 50, it's blurring out those large pores without a primer. It's smoothing out those lines and wrinkles. And it has color adapt technology, so it matches. You're not gonna have that weird line on your jawline. So look at this. Do you see how fast and easy this is? Look at her skin. So if you're like Christine and you're saying, you know what, I wear one kind of concealer, I use a primer, I use a powder, and then I put my foundation on, this is it. Look at her skin. Look at her pores. Look at the lines. So you don't have to use a separate concealer as well. This is your foundation, your concealer, your blurring, so you don't need to use a primer. Line smoothing, because the peptide, and one of my favorite ingredients called arginine, which is a neuropeptide that is smoothing out those lines and wrinkles. How many of us have talked to someone, or maybe it's you yourself, and you said, wow, you put your makeup on, you look in the mirror, and then you smile and you look 110, right? This is the opposite. It's funny because the models, even the ones that aren't in the show that have been wearing it around here, I stop and I just stare at their skin, Helen.
Yeah.
They look decades younger.
And by the way, what I also want you to know is high definition, fancy cameras, super close, and having it look younger looking skin, because foundation is tricky as you get older. It's a minefield. I call it old age makeup.
Yes.
It literally can make you look old. It settles in the wrinkles and accentuates them. That's how Hollywood makes people look older.
Right.
So to have something that covers the imperfections, and then also I put a little bit on my hand. This is the light. This is my shade, and you can see I just put a little dot in, and I wanted to kind of blend it in. But look at how it's sort of like, look at that. It's just disappearing before your very eyes, and then just sort of giving you like that perfect finish. Look at how beautiful that is.
Right, and
look at that.
Will you do that again, by the way, and just open up your hand? Because typically when you put foundation on—
there's no line.
Right,
I didn't put it on the tips of my fingers. There's no line. Right. And here's with no makeup. And here's with the makeup. It just looks perfect.
Exactly.
It just, look at that. It just, you see the blue veins, everything. It just looks perfect.
Full coverage,
full coverage,
instant coverage, and you don't see a weird line because of the color adapt technology. So you're not gonna go, okay, wait, should I be an N or a 3 or a 6 or a 5 or a W warm? With this, you don't have to worry. And the greatest thing about it, yes, the color adapt is very unique and it's special and I love it. But here's what you're gonna love. You're not gonna look 110. You know, and I honestly, the models here at HSN are beautiful. So when they put on this foundation and I see them, and I'm like, whoa, what happened? Then they put this on. Look at her skin. Imagine a foundation that you put on that's not gonna make you look older. It's the first of its kind. Because of that first layer, which is that blur technology, you've got your peptide, your neuropeptide, that's blurring your pores. And if you have large pores, you're gonna be so excited to use this. Because look at her pores, look at her lines, Look at the smoothness. Yes, a full coverage. Yes, it's an instant, and yes, that's great. But if you have aging skin, if you're in that over 50 club, and you're saying, you know what, Liz, I've got, you know, nose to mouth lines, I've got smoker lines, I've got, you know, crepiness around my eyes that when I put concealer on, I look like a raccoon, and it accentuates the wrinkles.
Yeah. You know, I would describe this more as a mousse.
Yes.
That's the texture it feels like. I have a question. What's the best way to apply it? Makeup brush, finger, what is the best?
I love it with my fingers because it's fast, it's easy, there's no line of demarcation. Because remember, whether you're a light like Carol, a medium like myself, or a light like Helen, each one covers 20 different skin tones.
Right, I'm wearing the light, and I didn't have to go, okay, am I a cool tone, a warm tone, a high to I was talking to your team, and they're a beauty brand, 64 different shades. It's like, okay, I get it. There's, you know, we're all, but if I'm like at the department store or watching HS, I'm like 64 shades. Like I don't think I can figure out what it is. Light, medium, and deep. And by the way, I'm wearing the light, but I could do the medium. I could, it's not like, okay, that's gonna look, but the light is perfect for me, and that's what I put on the back of my hand that you guys, and by the way, my hand literally feels smoother and softer after putting it on. It feels softer, it feels smoother.
And it looks like skin. You don't look like you have cracked, dry hands that accentuate it. Normally, it accentuates it. So really quickly, show you on Christine. Christine is gonna wipe it off. I just want her to show you, because she has a lot of redness. She has a lot of discoloration, just to show you the full coverage. But what's so exciting is that when you put it on, the first thing you're gonna notice is that blur technology. So she's not gonna use a primer, nothing else on her skin. She's just gonna use the foundation, and again, this is a medium. Watch this. So that blur technology is blurring out her pores, smoothing out the wrinkles first. Number two, full coverage. So it's giving her that full coverage. Number three, it's adapting to her skin tone. Boom, done. Look at her skin. Hi.
Beautiful. And 2 seconds. And your skin will be better. It'll look beautiful, but it'll improve your skin, just like skincare. And it's just, I mean, what a great idea. And look how quick and easy. And when you stand right close to the model in real life, and on TV as well, you cannot see makeup.
No.
That's the amazing part.
Right, and it's full coverage. But typically, you know, when I talk to models here at HSN and they smile, I look at their skin, I don't really look at their eyes because I see all the cracks. It accentuates their lines and wrinkles.
And also as the day goes on, Liz, it does not get better. It gets worse and worse and worse. That's another thing about this beautiful mousse texture within skincare benefits, that as the day goes on, you're gonna have hydrated, beautiful skin. Light is what I'm wearing, medium is what Liz is wearing, and then we also have deep, and which our next model is wearing. We're gonna show customer pick already. This is brand spanking new. 11,000 have been sold. These are flying out the door. You see the counter. But here, look, light, here's me, Valerie, and Natasha. You see, and then medium, Nicole, Tina, and Amy. I love showing the medium because you may think, okay, that's 47 different shades.
Exactly.
No, it's one shade, and then the deep, there's Tamara, there's Marlo, there's Debbie. So see how easy this is.
Right. So what's so exciting is each shade covers 20 skin tones. So you don't have to worry about being a cool or a warm or a this or a that. So Cher, a brand new model for Nakery, is using the deep.
That's why I didn't know her name, Cher. Now I know her.
Brand new.
She's beautiful skin.
Gorgeous skin, but when you look at her before, so typically she was wearing, I won't say the brand, but one for the foundation, another one on the concealer to cover it up, because her foundation would settle into the cracks and lines around her eyes, so she could never do that.
I was gonna say right away she looks younger. In the before
this
and after, right away.
Just using the foundation as her concealer, as her foundation, as her powder, as her primer. But look at even her pores. Look at her texture. Is that incredible?
You know, I'm noticing under her eyes, like the brightness under her eyes, like the light play on her skin. It's just, again, this is real easy. This isn't like, okay, I've got to go to, you know, school to be a makeup artist or whatever. It's just popping on your skin and you're out the door. And, you know, you could see what it looks like. We're on high definition. I'm on television. It's easy. It's not like, oh, I'm on TV. I'm going to use special makeup for television. This is it. and I know you're gonna love it. I know you're gonna love it. Everything has 30 days. And let me say also, we do free exchanges, and I will mention that because if you get the light and you're saying, I should have got the medium, that is 100% free to swap it out. If you get the medium and think, well, I should have gone for the deep or vice versa, get your shade, light, medium, or deep. It's hard to make a mistake, but you might. You've never bought it before, perhaps. So then I want you to be completely relaxed in knowing that you can swap it out for free. It's called free exchanges. You have 30 days. And by the way, we don't have this on auto ship, do we? No, not this one. Okay, so not on auto ship. But I hope we always keep this in stock as a staple. But I would get a couple. I mean, it's already customer pick. 11,000 of you already love it. A lot of you already have it and are using it. So grab it again because it's $10 off. What's the shelf life unopened?
3 years.
3 years. So definitely save that $10 because you know you're going to buy it again and you're going to be like, oh, it was $29 last time I got it. Why is it $39?
And I want to say, you know, think about your mom, your sister, your best friend. Think about all your friends, right? Who, you know, you've seen them in foundation and they come over and they're talking to you and you just notice their skin. Get them one. They will be amazed. Or share yours. Because remember, light covers 20 skin tones. Medium, which I'm wearing, covers 20 skin tones. Christine is wearing the medium, which covers 20 skin tones. So it's goof proof. So the first thing you're gonna notice, so if you have redness, if you have, you know, the sunspots or whatever you wanna cover up, the first thing you're gonna say is, oop, I better use a primer to fill in the lines and wrinkles and the pores. No. This has blur technology, so right when it goes on, you are blurring out your pores, you're smoothing out the wrinkles, because you got your peptide and your arginine, the neuropeptide inside of here. Then it has color adapt technology and that full coverage. Boom, you're done. No more line of demarcation. You're not gonna walk around and go, oops. You look at yourself in the mirror and think, oh, I've got that line. Look at her skin. So she's got the medium. Look at her pores. Look at her lines. She looks younger from wearing foundation, which is the opposite of what you would think. And we've all been there where you put on a foundation and you're like, oh my God, I look decades older, right? This makes you look younger, and it's so good. You ready for this, Helen? I don't even think I told you this.
Yeah.
But my chemist was saying, so Liz, just so you know, and you could actually sleep in this. I said, so wait, let me get this straight. So if I wore nothing at all, no makeup, or I slept in this makeup, what's better for my skin? She goes, oh, hands down, sleeping with this makeup. Is that incredible?
Who else would ever say that?
Right.
You know, and by the way, over 12,000 now, 12,200 have been ordered. I'm really excited that you guys are all jumping in and getting it. Remember, just 3 shades, light, medium, and deep. And we do have free exchanges. So if you get the light and should have gotten the medium, or got the medium and should have gotten the deep, whatever, that's no problem. But this probably is the easiest foundation I've ever presented.
Yes.
Because it's goof proof picking your shade.
It is. So Carol's wearing the light. Now remember, it's got the color adapt technology. So whether you're thinking, oh, I'm a little bit darker than Carol, I'm a little bit lighter.
Right, I'm wearing the light, by the way.
Right, you are too. So it doesn't really matter because it covers 20 different shades. So full coverage, instant coverage, color adapt technology, giving you flawless skin. So if you were like Carol when you look at her before, you notice the pores, you notice the wrinkles, you notice obviously a little bit of discoloration. Look at her skin. There's not 5 products on here. This is just using this foundation on her skin.
So no concealer,
no
nothing,
powders,
no powder, no nothing. Okay.
Just this. Look at her skin. Look at her pores. Look at that full coverage. So, you know, you can even put more on if you wanted to and said, you know, I want more, I want more. You're in control.
It's buildable coverage.
Exactly,
yeah.
But you don't have it settling into the lines. You're not gonna smile and people are gonna be like, whoa, you just aged 20 years. Yeah. You know, it's the opposite of what you would think. You look younger, but you still have that full coverage, which is incredible. Her skin looks like glass.
All right, well, keep shopping, 076421. Remember, no auto ship, so if you wanna buy a couple, already a customer pick on hsn.com, so read the reviews. Very, very popular. So excited that there's all these skincare benefits. Isn't it great when you're like, you do one thing and it does a lot of things for you? So awesome. And by the way, in your neck and décolleté, I'm not gonna lie, I put a little makeup here sometimes because I get really super red. But we're gonna continue on. And, oh, okay, so coming up, at the top of the hour, we've got want to give you a peek at this body cream.